Yes, my people, it's your boy Ranked Games here, and don't forget the 95. I'm back here for episode 3 of our Crystal Palace project. First things first, I'd like to say a thank you for everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed to my third video. I appreciate all the love and the support. Let's run this up again and again and again. Moving forward, I've realised that if I played every single match in full like how I have been, the series would obviously go on for quite a long time. And I want to get through the season as quick as possible, but also I want to make it as entertaining as possible and not drag it out too long. So what we're going to do moving forward is only play sort of the key matches against either the top 6, the Europa League games, or games against Crystal Palace's rivals. So that'll be the London teams and all these other teams. So that's what we're going to do to get through. Obviously, the episodes will be slightly longer when we're going into the transfer window because that's where all the fun happens. So, less of that. Less talking. We got Man City next. Let's see how that goes. Already, we're seeing the second game has been played, and we got Brentford beating Wolves 2-0, and Brentford ain't looking too bad. They're 2 for 2 right now. In real life, they've lost so many players, man. They lost their manager as well. It's about to get worse. So, to kick off this first game of the episode, we've only made one change. Perez is going to start ahead of Chalobah. This is going to be his debut, first match for Crystal Palace, and it's actually a big game, so let's hope he doesn't start off with a huge stinker, which is, let's face it, is possible. City in real life actually lost, obviously, to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final. But in FM, if you know, you know. Manchester City are a really tough team to play against. The worst thing we want is to go 2 games without a win. 2 games, 0 points. Yeah, that's where it kind of gets sackable. And to be fair, the fixtures only get tough from here. Let's move into the game and see how this goes. It's live. Man City versus Crystal Palace. And it's next. Let's see if we can try and get this right, because the last 2 games, I haven't actually managed to have any sort of effect on my players. So let's see how this one goes. I'm going to go with the underdog option because we clearly are the underdogs, just like we were in the FA Cup final. Once again, there has been no real response apart from Sarr being nervous. I'm happy that Perez is motivated because first game as an Eagle, trust that it would make a difference. Yep, there isn't really any pressure because the expectation is that we get popped. So let's start there. Let me big up Mateta because he's a big player for us. And hopefully he can bring in some of the goals this season, just like he has in real life. We need him. What a question to ask me. How is the mood in the camp? Getting popped twice is a long day. The loss that we had in the last game against Villa, I kind of expected. However, we started to make a bit of a comeback, which kind of surprised me a bit because it looked like if we had a bit more time, we may have actually got something at the end of it. Obviously, we didn't. I'm going to play it positive because I feel like we are in a great place. It's still early days. We've got so many games left in the league to try and finish and break that top 10 position. I'm going to go with this option because I'm confident in my players. Well, I'm kind of lying there. I'm not really confident in my players, not in this game. Any team that comes up against Man City, it's a long day. But they don't need to know that. I'm going to go in there and try and blag it and see if we can actually try and get something out of the game. Here we are. 1 draw, 1 defeat. If you want to count the result in the conference. Oh, they're playing Stones in DM. Interesting lineup. Didn't check the injury reports, but I think City are pretty much almost full strength. Of course, Rodri's out, but other than that, how big of a loss he was. Let's see what happens here. Highlight straight away. Walker to Nunes, and we've won it back. Let's go. No silliness. Oh, we're moving the ball around really well. Go on, Minos. Oh, Rodgers. 1-0. Hopefully, he's not offside. And I don't think he is because VAR's not even being called. What a start. I'm kind of Shocked at how quick we've started. But Roger, who's only 18, by the way, 8 million. If I want to keep him, it's going to cost me 8 million. Right now, he's showing why. Right now, he's showing why. And now City have another highlight, which actually looks like they're going to do something. Doku. Oh, Muno. Oh, I thought you wanted it back. Wharton. And we've just given it back. We've run it back again. This is like yo-yo. Akanji. Stones, who's playing DM today. Nunes. To Bernardo. Mr. Silva. Oh my God. And we've given away a penalty. This has been action-packed in the first 6 minutes here. I'm hoping VAR's going to say no penalty. Haaland versus Marco. Marco, you're a good penalty stopper. I'll do something here. No chance. We started off really quick and it's actually worked against us because we've conceded just as fast. It's taken them 6 minutes to respond. And the goal machine, Haaland, has equalised. I'm going to do a shout. Hopefully this happens in a positive way. We've started fast. And we've got an injury. Fantastic. This is exactly what I asked for. Luckily, we've got a player in Santos who's actually decent. Okay, he's going to come on looking happy. Imagine getting an injury. Second game of the season. Just what you need. I was going to say, outside of the injury, nothing else has happened, but we've got a highlight here. And it's Doku on the ball, who's really dangerous on the left-hand side. And he crosses it. And Haaland somehow misses a free header. And that is half time. I want to say that's a good first half. I'm actually going to make a change straight away because Sarr, unfortunately, is looking useless. So I'm going to move Eze to the left because he hasn't really been doing anything either. We're going to play him in his best position as advanced playmaker. Kamada will come on in his place. He'll play support and we'll see what happens there. 1-1 at half time. I'd actually take this result, to be honest with you. We haven't done too bad. We're being dominated, but that's expected. But we haven't done too bad. I'm going to say I'm delighted with your performance so far. The only guy that's got something negative to say is the one that's coming off. So I'm good with that. I am good with that. Ooh. Kovacic comes on to replace Nunes. So far, so good. Don't panic on the ball, please. And the first thing he does is panic. That's a foul. Foden. Kovacic. Haaland. And the offside flag has gone up. I'm hoping it's offside. If it's not offside, back to square one. Best call the refs made. I mean, I felt like I should have had a free kick in that anyway, to be honest with you. Yeah, Haaland, clearly offside. Moving forward. We have a corner. Eze, good cross. Ooh. Roger, who's been, I guess, the threat in a way. Eze looked like he was going to get that back stick. Eze! Palace have regained the lead. This is definitely a deja vu moment. It's definitely a deja vu moment. This is FA Cup 2.0 all over again. Wharton to Mitchell. Mitchell to Eze. And the London boys combined for greatness. This is what we do. This is a massive win if we can get it. Massive, massive, massive win. What are we doing? I was going to say 75th minute is hit. I'm going to make some subs, but I'm going to wait for this highlight to end first. Come on, defend this. Oh, what a finish, Bernardo. I thought we were going to get away with something, but it seems like we're not. Foden to Bernardo Silva. He just hits it from distance. Straight into the top corner. I'm going to pause here. And I'm going to make some changes. Stack, you're on a yellow, so I'm going to take you off. Hackney can come on. Although Hackney's going to play further forward. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go for it. See if I'm going to go for it and lose, potentially. Or we're going to get the win. We can't have two roaming playmakers. Get forward and take more risks, my boy. These are the changes we're going to make for the last 15 minutes of the game. Hopefully we can get the win. Remains to be seen. But let's go. 2-2, please. Oh, not like this, please. Win it. Oh! Andre Silva. Andre Silva on his debut. Oh, he has to score that. He has to. Oh, it's a corner. I'm guessing it was saved then. If we score here, I think we could win. The keeper comes, commands, and grabs the ball. Whenever we attack, we look like we're going to do something. Whenever they attack, they bloody score. And the difference is the difference. Truly is the difference. It looks like we might cross and get a draw here. Yep, we've managed to cross the finish line. 2-2 draw, and that's actually fantastic. We'll take that. Had to give them a bit of praise there. They did really well to actually get a result. I wasn't sure. The Villa game previously in the last episode was tricky. I thought we were going to get beat, but it did look like we were coming back. In this game, we took the lead twice and unfortunately couldn't get over the finish line, but we are playing City, so a point is fantastic. I will take that. They want me to comment on the Bernardo goal. To be fair, it was a good goal, so I'll give it a positive. That's what I'll do. Let's not actually try and downplay the goal that Roger scored at the start of the game. Let's not do that. And who knows, we need to actually check the injury to see if he's okay. But yeah, this is what the table looks like. Silva almost got a goal to actually win us the game towards the end there. To get a point is actually massive. I'm not really upset about the point. In real life, I don't think they'd be upset about it. Taking the lead twice, probably a bit disappointed maybe that we should have got something more out of the game. But I think overall, at the start of the game, you're thinking just don't get beat, and don't get beat heavy either. But yeah, we sit in 13th after 2 games, which isn't terrible. A win could put us in the top 10 very easily, but a loss could find us lingering either in the relegation zone or close to. So let's hope the next game is actually better. Let's try and get a win in the next game. So Manos is going to be out basically for 2 weeks, which isn't ideal at all. Luckily, I brought another right back who could come in and actually do something for us. So I guess that's something. My best right back is out. Just like my best left back was out in pre-season, luckily for him, but he seems to be alright. Let's talk about Perez. Perez seemed to have a decent game, actually. I don't think he gave the ball away at all in that game. I think he was alright in the highlights that we saw. I don't think he gave the ball away. So I'm going to give him a positive shout. Eze did really well considering he's not in the best of moods right now because I turned down a move for him. We're going to give another positive there. This is a silly question. I'm not going to comment on VAR, to be honest with you. In real life, I don't like the way the English league uses VAR. I feel like the interpretation of VAR just varies from countries to countries. You go to Spain and see how they use it, and you compare that to Germany, see how they use it, and then you compare it to England, and it's like England use it strictly for entertainment purposes. It's got nothing to do with the game at all. Absolutely nothing. It's all about getting a crowd to respond a certain way, or sometimes it just looks like the referee just wants to be the person that decides a game. And you think football is about 2 teams playing to win, but it seems to be, since VAR's been introduced, 2 teams play to win. However, the referee has the final say or who wins the game. Strange. I'm going to stick to saying I don't really have an opinion. Eddie Howe spotted in the crowd looking for Mark Gahey. For the right price, I'm guessing I'm going to have to let him go for the right price because at the moment he does not want to renew his contract, which is fine. I'm hoping if we have a deep run in the Europa League or if we're playing really well in the Premier League, he might be open to a new contract. In the end, he's going to leave anyway. I'm going to sell him, but it's more trying to maximise how much money I can get for him, as I said in previous episodes. He's our captain, and we must get the best deal possible for him. So I'm going to say I'm open to discuss it at this moment in time, as Gary Neville likes to say. So our next game, completely and utterly forgot, our next game is against Liverpool at Anfield. And then I've got Arsenal after that as well. So the Fulham game and the Sunderland game, hopefully, is where I pick up 3 points at some point. But as of now, it seems like struggle could be real. Like really real. Let's have a look at some of the players we've scouted. You can see no real talent. Well, not to say there's no real talent, but there's no one that's really at the level to take us forward here. Toussaint looks like he could be something. Saying that he's a decent Premier League player. I mean, to be fair, as a ball-winning midfielder, Don't think he's great at all. His tackling's good. But with me, I like to see the passing ability being closer to the 15 mark as well. And to me, that's just not that good. He's aggressive though, at least. And he's got great stamina actually, and his natural fitness is decent. He'd be 7th in the pecking order for us. Yeah, that's a no. Moving forward. At this point, if I haven't got an offer for a player like Gahey or anything, you will see me in the next game against Liverpool at Anfield. See you there. The Clarets versus the Clarets. Villa have won 2-0 against West Ham. Villa are on fire right now. 2 wins from 2. They beat me and now they've beaten West Ham. To be fair, I guess that's 2 games that they're supposed to be winning, seeing as they're now a Champions League team, which is interesting to say. We'll see how far they go in the league as well as the Champions League this season. I reckon they might slip off because of the fact they've got so many games that they need to play. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Because I'm looking at their players, thinking some of their worst players could start for me at this point. That's how good that's how much they've improved since making the Champions League. Got really good players, so I'll be monitoring them closely. There is nothing worse than when you're trying to sell a player and they get injured. There is nothing worse. I've had £25 million bid for Lerma. I've had £23 million bid for Lerma. I've had a few offers for Lerma, and not only is he injured, well, he's not really injured because it's food poisoning, so he's ill. Not only is he ill, but the clown has now rejected a contract from Everton. Like, we're in the same league. What's that about? Don't make no sense. Let me double check this though, because it's saying 70k a week. Does that mean that's what he was offered by Everton? What's he earning with us? He might have been offered the same contract, and that's probably why he's turned it down. So that's annoying. But yeah, I'm going to offer him out again because he needs to go before deadline day. 100%. Okay, bruised knee, so he's back. He'll be back for the Liverpool game. No problem at all. Unbelievable. He really snubbed Everton. Ridiculous. But as I said before, I'll come back if there's been any transfer news or any injury news for that matter. Here we are. We are back. We are back now for Liverpool versus Crystal Palace at Anfield. As you can also see, Villa are actually 100% right now, going 3 for 3, as they've now beaten Wolves. I mean, looking at their fixtures, let's actually take a look at their fixtures because it seems like they've had a decent ride. A really decent ride. Oh my God. The fixture list have been really nice to them. Really, really, really nice to them. I don't think any of the teams that they've faced so far finished. I mean, any of the teams that they face, I don't think they finished in the top 10. I think Brighton might have finished in the top 10, but I'm pretty sure West Ham was in like the relegation fight with United, and so was Wolves at some point. This is actually crazy. No wonder why they're doing so well. You can only play and beat who's in front of you. So congratulations to them. They are 3 for 3. And we are still looking for our first Premier League win. Hopefully we can get that at some point today. So first things first, we need to do is address the injury. Santos will go in as a replacement. Lacroix will come in and move to the bench. Louise will come in. I'm actually going to start Louise in this game because Sarr wasn't performing very well in the first. Let's try and get this balance right. He's going to have to go on support. Here we are. This is the team that's going to play the game. Perez is going to keep his place. He played really well in the first game on his debut. No real problems. Got a 6.7, which actually is pretty decent. Didn't tear the game up, but didn't embarrass himself either. But yeah, Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Here we go. As Fabrizio Romano likes to say. Just like the last time, I'm going to go with the underdogs one because we are underdogs. We're facing the champions, actually. So this will be tough. Only Adam Wharton seems to have been effective, not in a negative way. It's okay to be nervous. You are playing at Anfield. But let's not use that as a reason to curl up into a ball and give up. It's time. Let's move on. Let's not worry about his sharpness. I reckon he'll be fine. He's been average, really, from his debut. He hasn't really been amazing. He hasn't been the worst player, but he hasn't been amazing either. Here we go. It's the champions versus Crystal Palace. And straight away here, haven't really made any signings that have made the 11 at least. Draw, loss, draw. for Crystal Palace. But here we go. Let's see what we can do against the champions. We've managed to last a minute. West Ham scoring, well, conceding in 2 minutes is kind of diabolical, but kind of expected. They are bottom of the league right now. Moving the ball around really well. Hopefully we don't lose it here. Gehi to Stack. Stack to Thiago Santos. Nothing silly. Put the ball in the box. That's a good cross. Roger. Oh, what a start that would have been. I mean, that's our first shot of the game. It seems like we've woken up now and we're ready to play. Gehi to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Eze. Eze and Liverpool have now brought it back and they look to do something here. Oh, we've managed to win it back though. Nothing silly at the back. Nothing silly at the back. Well done, Gehi. Drive. Make the pass. Don't shoot. Oh my God. What a waste of opportunity. Just thread it through. Thread the ball through. But that's a couple decent attacks there. McAllister. Oh, hopefully this isn't another corner routine goal, and it is. Oh my God. I think I'm going to have to sack my set piece defence coach. Because that is 2 set pieces from 2. Oh, that's just hit Mateta and gone in. Once again, Diogo Jota is on the score sheet. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Why do you keep scoring against me? You've scored twice now. Give me a break. And it's another highlight. Oh, that's well worked. And he somehow managed to nutmeg my keeper. This is not looking good at all. So conceded 2 quick goals against the champions. Yep, he's gone straight through my legs, Salah. Oh my God. What do we need? What do we need? Oh, please. We started so positively. Luis Diaz to Gravenberg for free and he's missed. Half-time assessment. We started not very well, but from the highlights, it would say that we were in the game until we weren't. I'm going to say our shooting was not good enough and they seem to agree. Our best player on the pitch seems to be our defence, to be honest. Gehi and Mitchell. I need to shake things up somehow. I'm going to bring on Sarr at half-time. I don't usually make half-time substitutions, but when you're panicking and you're losing, you're kind of forced to do something. Even Mateta hasn't been great, so I'm going to bring on Silva. Silva did do something in the last game. He had a shot, which I felt like he should have scored, but the keeper did save it at least, even though I did think he missed it. But we're back for the second half. 2 changes. Arsenal leading 2-0. Oh my days. I bring this guy on for a minute and he's injured. And now I'm forced to bring on Eddie, who's nervous. What an instant change. Hopefully we can do something though here. Eze, who gives it away and we're in trouble. Salah. Luis Diaz, touch. Off the crossbar. Salah again. Endo. They have a chance again. Diaz. He's trying to work an angle to shoot again, but it's unlucky. Endo to Salah. Salah to Jota. And I thought that was to wrap up the game. West Ham are getting pumped. -9 after 3 games. Just getting absolutely pumped. We're getting pumped as well though, so we can't even deny too much. Don't panic. He panicked. Oh, but we're going to keep that. Roger. Yeah. This doesn't... Oh, Jota for free. Jota. Gravenberg. Chiesa. Ooh. How would you clear it there? Chiesa. Endo. Gravenberg. Oh, Robertson. 3-0. We're going to get beat here. And it's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. It is going to be heavy. We need to make some changes. Let me just get some players off the pitch. Save some of their fitness. Hasn't been a good game. We started off brightly, but it seems like it's going to end 3-0 as the clock ticks over. And that's a 3-0 defeat. With an injury again. So 2 injuries, no wins. Honestly, I'm not happy with the performance. Everybody seems to agree, seems very motivated. You can be motivated, but I need the motivation to turn into chance creation, to turn into goals, and that's just not happening at the moment. But we are facing against the best teams in the league right now. We've been done dirty with the fixture list, quite clearly. So what we need to do is make sure we win against the teams that we're supposed to beat, just to close the gap. We've got Sunderland to come, as well as Fulham. Hopefully we can get something out of those games. So far we've got 1 point from a possible 3 matches. And to be fair, we probably are overachieving considering who we've actually had to face. We've faced 3 Champions League teams and we've got a point. When you put that into perspective, it's not too bad, is it? And this is officially what the Premier League table looks like. We sit in 14th, not the end of the world. A win could potentially still take us into the top 10 if all the other teams do what they have been doing, I guess, and that's dropping points. Arsenal and Man United are both in 10th and 11th, which is very interesting to see. There are 5 teams yet to register a point. To be fair to Brighton, they're the only team out of the bunch that have only played 2. That could update. They could go above me. I could drop to 15th if Brighton win. Before we end the video, just a quick update on Andre Silva. He's going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks with a twisted ankle. This is great. What a debut. I mean, he only played for like 2 minutes. He didn't even play that long. It could have been a minute. And to be fair, it wasn't his debut. It was his second match. Second little cameo. And he's just gone and got himself injured. So come deadline day, he might be 3rd or 4th choice striker. Because I might be bringing somebody else in. That's going to be continued. We'll leave him to physio and see if we can bring him back early. Highly doubt it. These are the results to all the other matches. And it seems Brighton have got their first set of 3 points. Yep, they beat Burnley 4-2. Just realised Lacazette. Alexander Lacazette is at Burnley. Very interesting transfer. But yeah, 4-2. So they go above us. And we are now in 15th. Which is not the worst in the world considering who we faced, like I said before. So with that being said, I'm going to end the episode here. The next fixtures that we're going to play will obviously be against Arsenal. We're going to keep it in London, seeing as we are a London club. So Arsenal and Fulham will be played next. Moving forward in this game, in this project, what we're going to do is, like I said at the start of the video, we're going to play the key matches, the local derbies, and the European games. And if we get deep in the cup, we'll play the cup games as well. But what I will show you is the highlights of the games that we didn't play on camera. With that being said, thank you for watching my video. Make sure we like, subscribe and comment if you can with players that you'd like me to sign in the future. This is Ranked Games here. Don't forget the 95 and I'm out.